Warning! If this video offends you, you are probably a little bitch. Enjoy. What is up, guys? It is Geeks of the West, and welcome to my first edition of Ask a Gamer. That's right, Ask a fucking Gamer. That is right. And if this video offends you, you're probs a little bitch. Okay, let's just get that out of the way. Anyway, the question and topic of today is GED versus high school diploma. Let me just start off saying I do not have my high school diploma. I have my GED. So, there is some bias. Just like people with a high school diploma will probably tell you that the GED is a much better option. And a lot of people think that a GED is a get easy diploma, but they're fucking wrong. Let me tell you something. In Oregon, and I'm pretty sure in most states of the United States, we have these things called state tests, which is a series of tests: math, reading, writing, and I think there's science. I don't think they have one for social studies. I never had to take one. But they're pretty much, in those four subject areas that you have to take in order to graduate high school. And if you don't take it, then you can technically do an alternative class to help you or to prove that you actually know how to do these things, because maybe you're just bad at taking tests. So you would take an alternative assessment. So it would be math alternative assessment, language arts alternative assessment, or English alternative assessment, writing alternative assessment. I think the writing and reading would go with English, but hey, that could be wrong. I could be wrong. And there'd probably be a science alternative assessment. I'm not sure if there's a science one at the school that I was supposed to graduate from. I'm not sure, but basically it's these four tests that you have to take. And I passed all of them. I didn't exceed, but I came really close to exceeding. But, so think of the GED test as state tests. When I took the GED test, it really reminded me of the state tests that you take in high school. In Oregon, and I think, no, actually in most places, there's four subject areas or four subject GED or tests that you take before you get your GED. Mathematical reasoning and science, language arts, which is reading and writing, and then social studies, which is government, geography, and history. And let me tell you, and I did go to all 4 years of high school. Well, I left my senior year. This is for reasons that I will touch upon in either another video or later on in this video. But the GED tests were harder than anything I have ever did in high school. Harder than any state test that I ever took in high school. Okay, so if you think that a GED is a get easy diploma, you're a fucking retard. Look, it's as simple as that. A GED is not a get easy diploma. It's a really fucking difficult thing that you have to do. The tests are actually pretty hard. Now, don't think that the GED test or the GED General Education Development Diploma is actually for dropouts. It's not for dropouts. Yes, I consider a dropout to be somebody who doesn't even complete their high school education. Okay, the GED was created as a diploma equivalent by people of higher education, by college professors, teacher professors, education officials who believe that, or they put the test together because they believe that this is what a high schooler should be able to do and understand. Let me tell you, it was something that a lot of my high school stuff didn't help me do my GED. Okay, in a quick history, the GED was originally created by the military years ago to pretty much prove that you were smart enough. It was kind of like is it the ASVAB? Yeah, the ASVAB? I think it's the ASVAB test that you take, prior to joining the military to see where you would fit in or if you would actually fit in to the military. And it's created by, college professors, teachers, high school professors, basically, and people on the education committee board and whatnot of each state. And you're saying that something they created, that pretty much high school teachers created, What you're saying is that what they created is a GED diploma, that it's for dropouts or for idiots. It's not. It really isn't. And I took it, and my brother, okay, my older brother, 8, 9 years older than me, graduated from high school. Well, from an alternative education school, like an experimental high school kind of. But he did graduate. He got his regular diploma. He went to ITT Tech for 2 years, and now he's working a job, and he's making about $40,000 a year. He was being looked at for a position that paid $80,000 a year, but he didn't really want to take it. So there's that. My mom got her GED, and she is now a med aid or a medication technician at a retirement center. She loves her job. She's really good in her field, and she's thinking about getting her CNA, and this is with a GED, and she has a pretty solid job. Her vacation hours are amazing. Granted, the pay isn't amazing, but the pay is a very comfortable, livable wage. Okay, over $600 rent in the apartment that we live in. She pays. She has a, Ford SUV, 2002 Ford SUV that she bought and paid for, and she raised my brother and I. I'm not gonna say without my dad, but for the most part, she was the one paying for us to live. So it's one teenage boy and one like little kid just entering puberty, eating a shit ton of food. Okay. My mom's an amazing woman. She makes some pretty decent, comfortable living money. And that's with the GED. So you don't need a fucking diploma. It's the same fucking thing. And you don't need a diploma to go into college. You can get a diploma. Shit, I can't talk today. You can get a GED and go to a college. Universities do accept GEDs. And if not, go to a fucking community college and transfer. It's cheaper anyway. And even people with great grades and diplomas do it. I can think of 10 of my friends who are going to a community college first just because it's cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So please, guys, stop looking at the GED as if it's a negative failure alternative to the high school diploma. It's practically the same thing. It's just that there was an alternative method used to getting it. But the alternative method was created by the same people who teach our children or who are responsible for our teachers' salary and what happens, in our school's education system. They set up a lot of the curriculum, okay? So stop thinking that the GED is some dropout thing, okay? It should be, and legally, it's a diploma equivalent, okay? Meaning it's the same fucking thing. So just, get your head out of your asses and realize that it's the same thing. I do encourage people to get their diploma over the GED only simply because of socialistic norms, only because a GED looks bad socially, like society says it's bad, because you're all fucking brainwashed if you think a GED is bad. Anyway, this is Geeks of the West signing out. Have a good one.